Hi, welcome to CNY Flavor. Last week we learned all about beef and the different ins and outs of it, how to cut it, and this week, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to cook it. Now, a lot of people will take their lettuce, okay, this is a traditional iceberg lettuce, and they'll use a knife and they'll just chop it down, they'll take the core and chop it off, okay. Don't do it with a knife, okay. There's a metal allergic reaction that the actual lettuce has to the metal. It creates a chemical bond, and that's, if you ever go to a restaurant and you get a lettuce and it's brown around the edges, that means they've cut it with a knife. Don't cut it with a knife. They even have specialty knives out there now. You can buy them in any store, whether they're porcelain or they have the plastic ones that are for greens that you can just cut right down. I'm going to show you how to do it with your hands. That's the best way to do a salad. This thing gets a lot of people confused. So you're going to take it and you got to give it a nice hit, okay? Right down, spin it over, and you see how this all went right into it? You're going to take your fingers and you're going to do it like a corkscrew, and you're just going to twist it right out. See how that came out? Just like a corkscrew. Your main thing is out. Now you're going to take this and you're just going to take it, split it right in half. Now a lot of people will take the insides here, which are called the hearts, and they'll just throw them out. Let me tell you a little secret. The hearts inside are one of the sweetest parts of the lettuce, okay? So it's important that you keep the hearts. Anything in excess, like we always talk about on CNY Flavor, is cost averaging and making things work for you. Don't throw any of this out. I threw the core out, okay? But all your leaf that's even on the outside, like this, that's a little brown towards the edges, you want to put that all off to the side. Again, it can be used as a stock. It can be used for greens. So you take this here. Now, have you ever eaten in a restaurant and the salad comes out and it's just cold and it like crisp, you know, when you bite it, it's like crisp? I'm going to show you how to do that, because what you do is you're just going to break these apart here, okay? You're going to throw these right in a colander strainer. Take some of the brown that's the heart here, leave this off to the side. And now I'm going to wash this. What I'm going to do is just put it under the sink, cold water. Going to make sure that it's all rinsed off properly. You let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour, okay? That's called crisping. By crisping the lettuce, you're going to get that restaurant quality when it comes out on a nice cold bowl, and it just, you know, crunches in your mouth and you think, wow, this is so fresh. The technical term is crisping, and that's what we're going to do with the lettuce right now. Hey, welcome to Crazy Ottos Empire Diner. That's 100 West Albany Street right here in downtown Herkimer. You may remember me or notice me as the host at CNY Flavor. You can come on that website at cnyflavor.com and learn all about the cooking show that airs on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. But we're talking about Crazy Ottos Empire Diner right now. You know, a lot of times you see TV shows, you wonder if the cook, the chef is there, if he really actually cooks or he actually is in a restaurant. Well, I'm one of the guys that have been there, done that, and is still doing it. Right here, you can come in, you can see me cook. I'm here virtually every day. Here at Crazy Ottos, they don't call us crazy for nothing. Everything here is fresh and homemade. As you can see, we fresh slice our tomato. Everything's done fresh to order. Doing actually a BLT right now. This is Michael, also happens to be my son. Hey, all right. Hey, welcome to Crazy Ottos. Come on in, give us a try. You won't be disappointed. So I'm going to show you real quick here how to prep your vegetables for your marinated steak salad. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a potato peeler here, and I'm just going to go straight down, and I'm going to do it 3 times, okay? And then you take a fork, okay? You take the tines end down here, and you're going to come and you're going to follow this straight down, right where you had peeled it. Show you real quick here, okay, to show you how this looks when you're cutting it. You see for the color and the eye appeal how that looks? Comes out absolutely beautiful. Excuse me for 1 sec. That is good. So there's your cucumbers all ready to go. We're going to put these in reserve. That just means off to the side. Now on the avocado, there's a lot of different ways that you can open it. I'm going to show you the easiest, quickest way to open it. Be very careful though when you're using a sharp knife. You just pick it up and you're just going to cut right into it because there's a core in there, there's a seed. And you just follow it right around. See this? I'm following it right around, and then this will pop right open. See how easy that was? And then what you do is you take your knife, hold this in your palm, and you hit it in and you crack it right open. You just take this and it pops right out, boom, right into the trash. Okay, so now what do? A lot of people take and try to peel this off, cut into it. I don't do it like that. I just take a spoon and I go down and I just circle straight around, and what it is I'm just scooping it out. Look at that. See how easy that was? They're reasonably priced. These I got for $1.48 a piece. It's a great taste. Now I'm going to slice them, okay? And that's all you're going to do is you're just going to slice them straight down. Some of the thicker ones I will cut in half. And we're ready to get started on the marinated salad there. Look at this. This has been marinating now for several hours. This was the end cut of the prime rib, or the ribeye, or Delmonico if that's what you want to call it. And it's been marinating, all set to go. Our lettuce is all crisped, and we're going to do a couple bowls here. And as you can see, it's all nice, and hear that crisp? All right, there's some nice salad greens, all set to go. And now we're going to take the beef. Where's the beef? It's right there. We're going to take that and put it right on the hot sizzling pan over here and get going and marry all this and put it all together for you. So we have the steak strips, okay, from the rib, and we're going to just put them on a medium heat and get this cooking as I finish putting the salads together. Now listen, you hear that sizzling? Oh, you can smell it. It smells wonderful. With the balsamic vinaigrette, it gives off a distinct flavor and taste. I'm actually going to cover this one and let it steam up and cook from the inside out and the outside in, okay? And just let this sit on a medium heat. And as this is cooking, we're going to come back over and I'm going to show you how to mix your salad together and then lay the strips on top. Going to show you a little trick now, okay, to put all your ingredients together. You got the steak, marinated steak that's already cooking over here. And what you want to do is just take your onions, spread them in here, okay. Make sure they're broken up. Give a nice little color here. Put a few cucumbers in each one. Take your tomatoes. You can be liberal as much as you want or as little as you want, okay? And then the secret ingredient, avocado. Now I know that's not really big in upstate here, but it adds a great distinctive taste to the salad. Now I'm going to show you a little trick here. Kids, don't try this at home. Again, you hear me say this before, unless your parents' permission, because this is glass. And what you do is you flip it up, and you're going to shake it, okay? And you shake it, and just shake it up Singing was not my main career, as you can tell. All right, look at that. It mixes it all together. And then we're going to lay the steak right across the top of it. And then you can add whatever dressing you like, whether you like ranch or you want to go with a golden Italian dressing. Whatever your personal flavor is, that's what you can add to it, okay? Steak is just about done. I'm looking over here. I'm going to go pull that over here, lay it across the top, and we're ready to go.
Is this who you'd call if you need a mechanic? Is this who you'd call if you need a babysitter? No Sheep Designs is the right call for your business when you need professional, affordable web development, photography, or video production. With a decade of experience, we have the knowledge and passion to bring your project to life for much less than you'd expect. Visit NoSheepDesigns.com today to see how we can help you.
And here it is. Oh, here a nice sizzling up. Oh, I really wish you could smell this. And then you're going to take this and you're just going to lay it across the top. And remember, this is a choice cut of prime rib. Here, let's make it even. Look at that here. Let me put this back over here. And you take this, we'll clean it up a little bit here. You can add croutons to this. And you've seen it in the past where I show you how you can use bread, excess bread, and make croutons and stuff. Add anything that you like. And this is a marinated steak salad. You'll be able to chop it up. You'll taste a balsamic vinaigrette in the meat, filter down through your lettuce. Like I said, use the golden Italian, another dressing in it, and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Christy from In-Home Photos. You might think that you can't afford family photos, Christmas photos, or even senior photos. Well, think again. $75. That's it. $75 for great photos of your family. We can do outdoor photos or bring the studio to you. I can set up in most average living rooms with lots of backdrops to choose from. Call or visit inhomephotos.com to schedule your session today.
A lot of times the mistake we make at home is we'll just start the corn, the carrots, the peas, whatever your vegetable is, green beans, and we put it on and let it cook. And by the time it comes to the table, it's soggy, it's mushy. Remember that a lot of the times the stuff, the asparagus, corn, it's already cooked, okay? So you're just basically heating it up. So one of the things that I do is I will take just butter. You can use margarine. And I always take, because there's liquid inside the can that you're using, and I'll just take about a tablespoon, okay, put it right in with it. It gives it a nice flavor, complements it. Put the veggies both at low. Get this going at a medium burn. Let it get nice and hot because we're going to sear it. And so I'm just melting a little butter. You can use margarine, you can use garlic butter. There's a couple different variations that you can do. And the main thing is getting it nice and hot. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to sear it on one side and then flip it over. And I'm not using a fork. Remember what we talked about. Don't stick a fork in there flipping things over because that releases the juices, okay? Use a pair of tongs. The butter is starting to sizzle a little bit. I'm going to take this and just sear it around. So using my hand, sear it around, pat it down, let that cook for approximately 2 minutes like that, and then I'm going to flip it right over. Touch your hand, touch the beef. I know that is rare now, as you can see, because it's raw. Move myself up, and as the process goes, I'm going to learn the difference between rare, medium, and well done. Okay, so I've seared the top of it now. I'm going to flip it right over. Another thing you can do, okay, past episodes you've seen Flea Hands restaurant supply, where you can buy restaurant equipment for the public, is you get a thermometer. Now, one of the things is you check your internal temperature of meat. This is a little thin. You can see the blood starting to come. But if you are going to use the thermometer method, when you push it in, make sure you don't put it down on the bottom of the pan, because it's going to give you a false positive reading that it's done, and it might not be done. To be rare, you're looking at about 132 degrees up to 141. Then you start getting into the medium rare to rare around 145. You get up to 160, you're looking at it's pretty well done. Not dead, but it's pretty well done. See, the beauty about cooking at home is you can wear anything you want. You can wear clothes or no clothes. You can wear cowboy hats, okay? And the reason why I'm wearing the cowboy hats is because where's the beef? It's right here. We're going to do the marinated steak now. It's been marinating for about 4 hours. And as you can see, it's all ready to go. I have the pan on, nice medium heat, little butter, getting that nice and ready to go, getting the pan hot. It's important that you get the pan hot just for searing purposes, so that we sear the top, we flip it over, leave it there for a couple minutes, flip it over, and do the other side. So you're ready to go? Here we go. Ooh, did you hear that? See, we don't use a fork. Remember we talked about that, because you don't want to release the juices and stuff that are inside. Now this particular piece is almost 12 ounces, 13 ounces, okay? In a store that will cost you in excess of $12. Cut yourself, you're talking about $4 by doing the whole rib, okay? Just gonna sear that up. This is the one that we did with the Sweet Baby Rays. The butter that you can use margarine too. It's just you want to get a little fat. Don't use Western oil or Crisco or anything. Try to use a margarine or a real butter. You could use a European butter, which it's a butter blend that has a little water content in it, which will help it sear up. Can you see that sizzling? Oh my God. Go to CNYFlavor.com too, where you can learn some of the different tricks and the little things that we do that are side things. Just click on the quick tips, and we talk about a lot of this little stuff. Been about 2 minutes here. Oh. I cannot wait to taste this. This is gonna like melt in your mouth. Now, when you're doing this too, I know we've talked about checking it to see what the temperature is. If you want it medium rare, medium well. Okay, you got to practice on this. Touch your hand. Okay, real close down the end is rare, medium rare. You start working up your hand to the inside. Okay, and the higher you get, medium well. Practice by touching the meat, then touching your hand. Okay, right now this is rare, so you're touching your hand, and as it continues to cook and the connective tissues are breaking down, it's releasing the fluids inside the blood, okay, and it's going to start rising to the top. As it rises to the top, it's breaking down through the enzymes, making it really tender, okay? I like just moving it around a little bit, searing it, because you remember you got the butter in there and you got the Sweet Baby Rays from the marinade. Searing it up. Beautiful. Touch it with your hand. Okay, you're looking at medium rare now, okay? Remember, it was rare. Again, you want to practice by touching your hand, moving it up. As you get to the top here, that's where you get into the well done, medium well, and then well done. Right now, if you can see this bounce, okay, you're looking at medium rare working its way to medium. One of the things too is it's going to continue to cook. Usually it takes a couple minutes. It still continues to cook for a couple minutes, and one of the mistakes we make at home is we pull it off when it's actually perfect, but then it continues to cook. And if you want it medium, you pull it off a little before medium, okay? Because then by the time it's on the plate and you're actually eating it, it'll be medium. Instead of waiting till medium, then it becomes medium well by the time it sits and continues to cook for a couple minutes. Just the internal temperature from that will keep it cooking for approximately 2 minutes, okay? So, As you noticed, I only turn it over twice. The first time, I sear it, I turn it over once, let it cook up. About 4 minutes it's been. Then this is all done, see? And now, this is almost medium. This will continue to cook. It's medium rare right now, heading towards medium, because I want it medium, okay? Hi, Scott Trainer here, host of CNY Flavor. And here at CNY Flavor, we try to focus on local organizations, local restaurants, the mom and pop organizations. And sometimes you got to look pretty hard, but you can find a lot of diamonds in the rough. And I believe that I have found a diamond in the rough right here with Kabobviously. Obviously, it's Kabobviously, who is right inside the Village Tavern on College Street down from Hamilton College. And I'm with Kurt and Dale, not Chip and Dale, but Kurt and Dale. It's okay to laugh, guys. You don't have to. Oh, there you go. Okay. And I think it's a privilege and an honor to get to sit here and interview you, and you can tell me a little bit about yourselves. And first, I think I'd like to talk to you, Kurt, and ask you what insanity. You look like a pretty bright guy. And I'm just wondering what insanity brought you into this business, how long you've been doing this, how long you've been cooking, and some of the special things that you do.
That's a good question, because the food business, as you know, can be pretty crazy at times, I started doing Kabobviously in 2008 at the farmer's market here in Clinton. I actually made a bunch of shish kebabs for my mother and some friends of hers, and one of her friends suggested I try selling it on the green. And so we did that, and everyone really liked it and kept coming back every week, and the lines kept getting longer and longer, and as it progressed, people kept saying, "You got to get your own place." So we took their idea and went with it,
Now, how long have you been at this location?
We opened here July 1st of 2011.
So 6 months now.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. And Dale there, you're a cook too,
Yes.
and you guys are partners. I looked at your menu. It's a wonderful menu. Everything's done fresh here. Everything's done to order.
Everything's done. You can have any burger, kebab, any way you want it. Any items that we have in the restaurant can be put on anything you want.
What's your favorite thing here?
Just burgers in general.
You like burgers?
Love burgers.
Okay.
2 half-pound burgers.
Oh, you do 2 half-pound burgers on one burger?
No, he does.
For myself.
Oh, for yourself. But if I'm a customer and I wanted that.
It's not on the menu, but it costs you a little extra.
But you could do it.
Oh, yeah.
I like that because a lot of restaurants, they get so structured and so strict that you can't deviate or vary it, from what's on the menu, and they say no, that's all there is to it. But you guys can actually do some special things too if a customer requested it.
That's one of the things I love about this place. When people ask me if they can customize a burger or a kebab or a pizza or whatever, I say, take a look at anything on the menu, any ingredients you see on there, we cook it however you want, and any of our multiple things you got in the menu, however you want to do it.
Okay, so you've done a very unique concept here, being at the Village Tavern. You do have your own signage out front. Like I said, it's a diamond in the rough. You got to find it. But you're in the back here. You got a beautiful location, great decor. You've done a lot to this place. It looks great. The ceiling looks great. Everything in it is really top notch. And you don't have a beer and wine or a liquor license. However, the Village Tavern does. So you've worked out a wonderful co-op deal.
Yeah, that's a mutually beneficial relationship. People want to have a cocktail or a beer with their burger, this is a place you can do it.
And you can come in here and do it, or you can actually sit at the bar and watch TV or play pool.
Well, we have a connecting window that connects the kitchen to the bar, so if people want to order while they're at the bar watching the game or whatever, they can do that. Or if they want to come in and sit down, they can come right in here.
What a great concept. What are your hours here?
We're open every day of the week from 5 to 9, and then Saturday and Sunday we're actually doing brunch from 9 to 1 as well.
So you do an actual brunch here?
We do.
That's great to know. And although it's a bar, the tavern, back here is not, and you can feel free to bring your family and kids in. It's a great environment.
Sure can.
Okay.
We get a lot of families and kids coming in here, and nice to see them.
See, a lot of people would get scared when they just look at that in the front in the Village Tavern. So they would be wondering about bringing their children in here, but it's not like that at all.
Once they come in here, they know it's a nice place to be, and then the food wins them over, so they come back.
A lot of restaurants, they try to get awards and critics to come in and try their stuff. I understand, just in this short 6 months that you've been here, you may have received an award or two. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we received the award for the best taste at the Taste of Utica 2011 back in June. And that was actually before we opened our restaurant, so it was very good to bring people in when we already had some acclaim.
And I noticed your prices are very reasonable.
I would say so. Everything's between $4 and $12, so.
And it's all fresh ground beef, correct?
Fresh ground beef.
Every burger's a half pound, and every burger comes with bacon.
Every burger comes
Every
with...
burger comes
Unless
with
you
bacon.
specifically say you do not want bacon, it comes with bacon.
Okay, now that's cool. Because bacon's very expensive. You know, you can pay $3-4 a pound right off the top, and even on a couple slices, you're dealing with a couple ounces.
Yeah.
And so your cost averages naturally go up. But that doesn't concern you as long as the quality's there.
Yeah, that's just how I would always want another restaurant that I would walk into. I always want bacon on my burger, and I don't want to pay extra for it.
Now, Kabobviously implies kebabs.
Indeed, it does.
Tell me a little bit about your different kebabs, because I noticed you got a few different ones on your menu.
We do, and you can do different things with them. Typically, it's either chicken or pork with onions and peppers, but basically you start with a fresh grilled kebab of either kind of meat, and then one of the more popular things that we can do with that is after you grill it, we dice it, put it in a tortilla with melted cheese, and make a quesadilla out of it, and serve that with tzatziki sour cream. That's very popular as well.
Okay. So it's the customer service, the quality, the consistency that you can find here at Kabobviously.
We get to know them, they get to know us, and everyone's happy.
Is there anything that you'd like to tell the customers that are out there, the community that's watching this right now, about you, about your business, to come on in and give it a try?
I would say confidently that we very well might have the best food in town, and we definitely have it at the best price. And you just got to come in the doors and we'll impress you.
I'd like to wish you the very, very best at this location, and I'd like to tell you, the community that's watching this, to come in and give you a try. You won't be disappointed. The food's great, the price is great, and they have a little weird sense of humor, but it's good, okay? It's hometown, it's good, it's local, and that's what we try to do here at CNY Flavor, okay? So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Kurt and Dale, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.